Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set, it's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
I love radio, music, and more.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
Excite.
All the hits. All the hits. One station.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
The #1 hit music station.
I will never forget you.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes Media Academy Radio. We are.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters. Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set, it's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
We raise the roof all day, every day.
Oh, yes.
Yes Radio, èyí máa kẹ̀dẹ̀ tún yàtọ̀ o. Òyìnbí Yes Media Academy Radio máa rè é. Òyìnbí the first media Academy Radio máa rè é. Òyìnbí Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Èyí yàtọ̀ gan, òyìnbí òyìn o. Òyìnbí Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Best music la wá ń jù, orin tó dáa tó tutù dọ́kàn o. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Best highlights, Yes Radio lẹ́tì máa gbọ́. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Bóyá fún latest news, ìròyìn bó ṣe ń lọ ní yàjóyàjó. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Best views, Yes Radio lẹ́tì máa rí. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Àwọn ètò lóríṣiríṣi, entertainment àti ìgbàdégbà o. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Yes Radio ní Yes Media Academy Radio. Everybody jẹ́ ká gbọ́, jẹ́ ká gbọ́, ó yá ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́, ká jọ gbọ́, everybody ká jọ gbọ́, ká jọ gbọ́. Àwa la lédè lálọ́rẹ́, àwa ló lè tó gan lọ́gbà, àwa la ń ṣètò táyé ń fẹ́, àwa ló ní ìròyìn tó nípọn, àwa la ń ṣètò tó mọ́gbọ́n wá, àwa la ń ṣètò tó gbáyé o. Yes Media Academy, rédíò táyé ń fẹ́. Rédíò táyé ń fẹ́. Yes Media Academy Radio. Rédíò táyé ń fẹ́. The first Media Academy Radio. Rédíò táyé ń fẹ́. Má lọ yín, má lọ tẹ̀, má gbé kúrò yes. Rédíò táyé ń fẹ́. Sọ́lá, ó yá ẹja jọgbọ́ o. Rédíò táyé ń fẹ́.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set, it's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
Chatu, where you dey go? Where you dey find?
Why you dey ask me that kind of question? Say where I dey go? Where I dey go? I dey come. You don't hit my car. I said you
don't bash my car. Tell me you don't hit my car. As you don't bash my car. What do you define? Where you they go? As I dey waka they go like so. Me I'm looking for this party. This party hold me plenty money. They tell me say in the Ikoyi. Me I get this for one party. Shady party yeah, over by me. Today not today no time for story. Tibadelere, tibagamu. He must to pay me all the money. I can't reach the house, I can't see say. People gather they just they cry. I try to know where because they cry. Then tell me say my party don't buy. As I come they go back to my house. I come miss more odor for row. The next thing where I hear from my back. Now one scratch from another car. You don't hit my car. As you don't bash my car. Tell me you don't hit my car. As you don't bash my car. See me say trouble, another guy say dead body no dey pay person money. Another party done dey bash my car. Today na today no time for story. Idris na you see wahala.
Hey, yo, what's up, Tony? What's up, man? It been long time we don't see. What's up, man?
Oh boy, stop that! I know waiting me what's up. You bash my car, you tell me what's up. Shit, I was up. I go use to pay my car. I better pay me my body now.
Police come, they measure the line. They say make I no worry, everything go be fine. They come bring paper, say make I sign. I sign my own, is doing sign his own. I come the weather will get it for. They say now my body get the photo. I park my car, see trouble. Younger they sleep trouble, come wake up. Hey, you don't hit my car. I still don't bash my car. Hey, tell me you don't hit my car. I still don't bash my car.
Somebody up, someone away. You don't get to me for walk or not. So now you don't repair the car. Check it is good. Someone away for walk or not. Feed it or no. Begin the best.
Money no dey pocket for man to spend. One of my party where they hold me money. I reach in hard and say he don't fight. Another one done, they bash my car. Waiting I go do, you no get the money. I can't think, say this stress no water. Today na your own, tomorrow fit be my own. I can't tell my party make it con they go. Then I try to push my car from road. As I push transform, waiting I see. Now government car come bash my car. Again, you don't hit my car. As you don't bash my car. Tinombu, you don't hit my car. My own don't better. You don't hit my car. My own don't better. Tinombu, you don't hit my car. My own don't better. Tinombu, you don't hit my car. My own don't better. Tinombu, you don't hit my car.
Here we go again. It's time to show the beautiful people how it gets down. It's time to show the beautiful people how it gets down. Ijoya, ha, Ijoya, 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 our man Ijoya, 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 our man Ijoya. One bit better lóní jó, one two bit better lóní flow. Deshola lóní jó, tẹ́ bá gbà lè ṣubú lùgbò. Ojú idán as we do am so, wọ́n ní wọ́n f*** ti gbòòrò. Àwa la ní jó, àwa la ní flow. Lyrics lórí gángan, lyrics lórí gángan, ọ̀rọ̀ lórí gángan, idán lórí gángan, Ṣọlá lórí gángan, àwa lórí gángan, lórí gángan, ijó lórí gángan. Ijoya, 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 àwa máa ní Ijoya, 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 àwa máa ní Ijoya. will I go slow? Now so the down, so the plan they go. Everybody come they holla. Enjoy it flower holla. Shake your yeah, show you tire. When I'm see on day on fire. Oh yeah, baby fire. Oh yeah, ball on fire. You about a wickedest show. Get nobody knock this flow. Let's play all rise, I'm so not different category. Hip hop afro. Kalakuta, you about a wickedest show. Not different category. Lyric story gong gong. Lyric story gong gong. Ọ̀rọ̀ lórí gong gong. Ìjọ lórí gong gong. Ṣọlá lórí gong gong. Àwa lórí gong gong. Lórí gong gong. Ìjọ lórí gong gong. Ìjọya. 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 Àwa máa ní ìjọya. 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 Àwa náà ní ìjọ. Àwọn tèmi iṣẹ́ ti ṣáyó ẹ̀sùn dí kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ wá mú jọjọ. Ọ̀dọ́ tèmi ṣe lójú àti ìlú jẹ́ mú jọjọ.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile?
Feel the vibe.
Oh yeah, chocolate, yeah.
When your music rocks.
Hey, I think Kabasa, gonna see you do. Hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They show me. No, no. Let me know. Tell them make them know. Baba won't do bad to me. No, no. Let me know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey. Mi ò lè ṣaláì má dúpẹ́. Oore Olúwa ó dẹ́dẹ́. Èló ló fún mi ọ̀fẹ́. My Lord is so good ọ̀rẹ́. Oore Olúwa láyé mi. Mo ní kí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kó yé mi. Àwa máa rí ni. Olùṣọ́ àgùntàn mi. Wọ́n rò pé kò lè ṣeé ṣe. Ọ̀wọ́n ti kó jẹ́jẹ́ náà wè. Ó ti wọlé ẹgbẹ́. Sọ́ra ọmọ ẹ wá wèé. Ọ̀nà kẹ́sọ̀. Ìyá mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣọ́ngọ̀. Move on. Up. Keep long. Like it long. She dey show me. Who no know? Let me know. Tell them make them know. Baba mo dúpẹ́ tèmi. Mo dúpẹ́ tèmi. Let me know. Oya. Hey. Dry boy, who still live? If only you could believe. Though the devil can deceive. What you believe, that you receive. Hey. Those places I don't take back waka. 100 there in my own car. Now is not when there is a God. Hey. Doctors report on God someone. Hey. When I pray, he answers me. But when I praise him, he steps in. When he steps in, there is a shake. Hey. Shaking when they cause earthquake. Oh, let's keep on praising, shouting, celebrating.
Excite.
Watch me. The hits. Oh my Lord, can you save my soul? I'm in school, wanna keep my head above. My lecturer wants to have sex with me. My HOD wanna get down on my feet. I'm in love with my studies. I don't give a damn if you feel me.
Hello class, how you doing? Good morning. My name Nassar, all I am your lot today. I'll be taking you, sociology and history. Any question, don't hesitate to ask me. Wait a minute, girl. Hey you girl, stand up, tell me what's your name.
My name is Bimbo, oh yeah me.
What you say,
Bimbo, oh yeah me.
That's very good, very smooth and very nice. Come and see me immediately in my office.
Excuse me sir, I hope there is no problem.
When you come, we shall know if there is one. What up? Thank you class, I'ma see you some other time.
Oh my Lord, can you save my soul? I'm in school, wanna keep my head above. My lecturer wants to have sex with me. see me.
You are here, sit down and feel relaxed. You feel my gas, and you feel my exams. So if you want to pass, you know what to do.
Excuse me, sir, I don't know what to do.
So you feel my gas, and you feel my
Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
As you see me so, I know send, yeah. As you see me so, I know send you, but that one no mean say, I know they wish you well, yo. I mind my own business and I don't give a shit, but I still they feel you, cause we are one in the same one struggle, hustle. Plus without you, there will be no one to call my brother. I say without you, there will be no one to call my neighbor. I say without you, there will be no one to show I care. Oh, without you, there will be no me. That's why I say, I don't want you to look at me like a stranger. I'm not a stranger. I don't want to come across to you like just another nigga. I know you cannot trust nobody, but you have to trust someone. Oh, that's why I want you to see me as your brother. Oh, hey, brother, yeah, brother, oh, brother, see me as your brother, see me as your brother. Listen. As you see me so, it marry don't bless me, yo. But that one no mean say, I will come they start to pose, yo. See, we are all gifted and unique in our own different ways. But we are one in the same one struggle, hustle. Plus without you, there will be no one to call my lawyer, my doctor. Say without you, there will be no one to call my baba, my dancer. I say without you, there will be no one to call my African queen. Oh, without you, there will be no me. That's why I say, I don't want you to look at me like a stranger. I'm not a stranger. Don't want to come across to you like just another nigga.
Everything
I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes, Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything
I want to hear.
We are the pace setters. Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
Yeah, brand new from Star Plus Crew. Picture this, one girl, two glasses at a table for two. What would you do? I was sitting in the corner, babe. You were sitting in another corner, sitting at a table for two. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, baby. You waited for your order, babe. Champagne, two glasses for nobody but you. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, baby. Then I saw you whisper into the waiter, mister, and I thought you were talking about me, baby.
Nearly 20 minutes after, babe, I'm beginning to imagine the reason you haven't yet moved. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. The waiter hasn't called me, babe. Maybe he's forgotten. Maybe you want me to make the first move. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh yeah, babe. So I
I approach your table until I'm able to whisper so no one can hear, baby. Can I pour your wine? Oh, babe, I heard a whisper of my name. Did you call my name? Oh, girl, did you call my name, baby? Can I pour your wine? Oh, babe, I heard a whisper of my name today. Did you call my name? I'm coming to get you, leaning forward to your ear. I can catch the stimulating fragrance of your hair.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
Ọmọdé mẹ́ta ìṣeré wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. Àìsè ọmọdé mẹ́ta ìṣeré wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. Ọ̀kan lòun fẹ́ kọrin wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. Ọ̀kan lòun fẹ́ rap wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. Ọ̀kan lòun fẹ́ máa jó wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. Ṣeré yìí tó fẹ́ kọrin.
Trying to contest me when I'm on the air, I see them, I go be in the remedy. Said I can go and I can go on and on, and I can keep the party jumping, rocking till the break of dawn. We back before I used to hang out with the wrong kind of fellas. The thought and getting jealous, I was callous and they got rebellious. So I pitched my tent in the plantation, and we created tracks that are gonna hypnotize the whole nation. Why you put the foods in the wrong spot? Why you beat the finger that fed you? I let you now, you in a hot spot. Go back to your ABCs, please. Try to learn what it takes to be an MC, so spread them very cool diseases. And since I know who to trust, and now I know who to bust. And if you now we take you, like then you ride on coats, and we can cruise. We know we lose, anyway we choose. Baby shock and I bruise, while y'all be dukes down and you. And after we get me down, check it, get that. Ọmọdé mẹ́ta ìṣeré wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. I say ọmọdé mẹ́ta ìṣeré wọ́n ṣeré ayọ̀. Wọ́n wá fẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ curiosities of the seas I was a kid. I've been under Vanessa's, got up together with God, good is blessed. Never before was straight, no way, on my knees, but on my brain. Make it in tight, strive for the ghetto, I live my life, I wouldn't have it. Make it too bad, when the bad you gonna get it. One from the ride, comes around, it's the red, turn out, you're bad, because you did it first. Still at the first, you gonna hit ya. Please, call Johnny the Butcher. Once ready to get richer, who paid without an orange shot your cream. Drop the project that boost your rain, for money, power, and fame. But now we about to get stained by the real raw, call it war. With Tony, an expedition journey. So straight gun, the time to call me the MP. To represent the MP, but if I'm not to infinity, but I'm the raw, so what you need, boy,
everything. Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes, Media Academy Radio. We are
everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters.
All stand, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what we go use henceforth? Okay, carry your pen. Carry your paper. Them for my class. People of this world, them plenty. The sins of this people, many. So many. Many times plenty, multiplier. Many times plenty, multiplier. The answer you get now waiting, they make poor man they cry. The answer you get now waiting, they make rich man they mess and leaders they lie. The Answer you get now waiting, they make young boys and girls join party gang. Answer you get now waiting, they make innocent man rot inside the jail. Get it, and then agree to grant a bail. Get it, oh. Everybody, oh yeah, join Jamba Jantis, make we solve mathematics. We did about our continent, so Oyibo say about mass, we go use take solve mathematics. So follow Jamba Jantis, so ya carry by be for brotherhood.
Love your neighbor as yourself,
oh, for objectivity.
Be objective, gentlemen.
Be for democracy.
No matter how bad it is, it doesn't military.
M for modification
of our behavior, let's stand to the same behalf.
A, accountability.
If you've been a chop man, I beg you to take me.
The vibe. Get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Terry G, CGP Entertainment. Protect me anywhere I go, anything I do. Oh Lord, oh your hand yeah, Oluwa, yeah, Oluwa, Baba show me. Lọ́dún tí mo wà yìí o, Baba má jẹ́ gbẹ̀yìn o, Baba jẹ́ kí lọ síwájú o. Àwọn tó wá dá mi, àwọn tó wá dá mi, kótó, àṣẹ kótó, 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 Elédùmarè, and your hand I do. I know say I be like for your hand o. Don't let them kill me so, I know say them may be please so. Oh Lord, put them and guide me from the utter from my way. Like, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, Baba, show me.
Yes, mediocre.
Growth and potency of the media industry's influence. Almost on a day-to-day basis, the world's communication system is changing as dictated by technology. New skills therefore need to be learned constantly by media practitioners. More so, the media thrives on effective communication. Information is power, and to disseminate it effectively, media practitioners must constantly update their knowledge and build their capacities. This will keep them relevant and professionally efficient in the discharge of their duties at all times. It is in the light of this that Yes Media Academy has come up with a 3-month certificate course in Media and Communication Studies. Our vision is to raise media practitioners who will be able to compete favorably with their counterparts professionally across the globe. The mission is to put in place training programs in line with global best practice, capable of placing our trainees at the cutting edge of media practice. Yes Media Academy.
Grandma, tell me a bedtime story.
I will tell you a story about your daddy when he was a young boy. Your daddy used to be very troublesome, playful, but very brilliant. He was always having injuries. He loved playing football. Thank God, NCP was always there. I used to treat his minor injuries with NCP. NCP has been protecting homes for many years in liquid form and in different sizes. You can use it as a mouthwash, skincare. You can apply NCP as aftershave or add a little to your bath water. That's first aid. Or for manicure and pedicure. It is available in pharmaceutical stores and supermarkets near you.
NCP is a product of Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC. Every home needs NCP protection.
If you tell me say make I give you correct advice, as a correct friend, I no go deceive you. E don tey wey me and you don dey waka. E dey useful in many ways. You fit use am wash mouth, mix am with water and rub after you wash hand, and for manicure and pedicure. In fact, You fit take and treat skin problem, my friend. Everything wey you need dey inside one bottle. Na im be my own oxygen.
Na NCP wey dey useful in many ways. Na Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC dey do am for cuts, for burns, for wounds. You fit use am as aftershave. Add am to your bath water. E dey for pharmaceutical stores and supermarkets near you. One bottle, plenty work. NCP na the protection wey every home need.
Yes Media Academy. Certificate course in Media Studies. The world has become a global village and the role of the media in making it so cannot be underestimated. The fast advancing digital technology of this age has and is still contributing immensely to the growth and potency of the media industry's influence. Almost on a day-to-day basis the world's communication system is changing as dictated by technology. New skills therefore need to be learned constantly by media practitioners. More so, the media thrives on effective communication. Information is power, and to disseminate it effectively, media practitioners must constantly update their knowledge and build their capacities. This will keep them relevant and professionally efficient in the discharge of their duties at all times. It is in the light of this that Yes Media Academy has come up with a 3-month certificate course in Media and Communication Studies. Our vision is to raise media practitioners who will be able to compete favorably with their counterparts professionally across the globe. The mission is to put in place training programs in line with global best practice, capable of placing our trainees at the cutting edge of media practice. Yes Media Academy.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes, Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters. Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
I love radio, music, and more.
Yes, Media Academy Radio.
Excite.
Watch me. All the hits. One station.
Yes, Media Academy Radio.
The #1 hit music station.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes, Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters. Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set, it's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to Youth and Teens Talk with Temi and Rashidat on Yes Media Academy Radio. I am Temi Lolua, and with me is. Okay, on this program, we talk about, trending topics among youth and young people. We all know that growing up in this season, in this time, in this period, it's not a walk in the garden. Several things are happening all around the world, and it feels so hard. Sometimes it feels like you are alone. Different things are happening. We have depression. We have so many things that are ravaging our society today. And so this program is here to let you know that you are not alone. And we're a family, we're a community, and we can walk on this journey together. So I welcome you on board to Youth and Teens Talk with Temi and Rashidat. Lately, aside coronavirus, we have been having several news of rape cases all around Nigeria. It's not as if there hasn't been rape before, but lately it's becoming so alarming and it's scary. Rashidat, Abi?
Yes, now.
Because all of a sudden you hear, oh, this lady, this girl has been raped, and you are wondering, really, what's causing all these things? It's starting to look like a trend, Shay. Yes. Like, okay, there's something happening after something, happening after something. We really can't explain this, and why we want to talk about this today. Don't forget, this platform is where you can, express yourself. Let's talk. Let's know what you think. Let's converse and know that yes, we're in this together. After all, youth are the future of the world, and we young people, we rule the world and we rock the world. So let's take a short music break, and when we come back, we will dive right into the topic of the day.
We are still on the program Youth and Teams Talk with Semin and Rashi. Let's talk about it, and it's on your favorite radio, Yes Media Academy Radio, the first media academy radio. I'm very sure many of us are not happy with this trending, and that's why we're talking about it. First and foremost, Semin, what is rape itself? What is the causes? What is the effect? And what is the solution? Please stay tuned and don't forget to watch us on Facebook, Yemi Sonde Entertainment, and Yes Media Academy on YouTube. Stay tuned.
comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We could go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares and their lives will be stronger and free.
Welcome back, guys. You agree with me that in less than 4 weeks or so, we've had, constant rape cases. There are about 4, 5 now. Abi?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, the first that really broke, the news is the Uwa girl in Benin that went to read in a church and she was raped. And not only was she raped, she was gruesomely murdered and left in the pool of her blood. And it leaves the question, why? Like, I actually always think about it. Why rape? Part of this world that we live in, commercial sex working actually thrives a lot. So why would you intentionally want to force yourself on someone else? You get?
Yes.
Reminds me of, what's this girl's name that was in
Barakat.
Exactly. She was in her father's house, fully clad, and then some people still decided to take advantage of this young lady with a promising future and ended her life just like that. It's very sad, very, very sad. And I think we need to, keep talking about these things and sensitize people on the evils of rape. Rape is a really, really terrible thing. I know people don't really understand the gravity of rape. People just think, oh, it's just like a forceful penetration of something, and the person will get better. Which brings us to what rape actually is. Rashida, what do you think rape is? Like, rape. When rape comes to your mind, like, what can you say about it?
It's something that you don't plan of it.
Exactly. Nobody plans to be raped.
It's not something that is not the fault of a girl or a woman. So it wasn't our fault.
Exactly. Exactly. And then most times people feel like, okay, rape is always a forceful penetration. But then that when people like emotionally manipulate someone into having sex with them, that's actually also rape, because as long as there is no consent involved, it is rape in all ramifications. Exactly. There's no agreement. It's not consensual. So it is rape on every ramification. So it's not until, a man, for example, comes and points a gun at a woman and says, oh, okay, he was going to rape her. Some people, even in relationships, can get raped, even in marriage, but that's a story for another day. We're talking about, the trending rape issues lately. And then less than, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we heard about the Grace. Is that name? Yeah, exactly. The Grace lady was a postgraduate student of UI. Imagine a lady who had grown so much with so much potential, so much ability, and then someone just came and took away all that from her family. I feel like, sometimes my heart goes out to these ladies and their family members. These ones even, came out because the victims probably died. Do you know how many other rape cases happened? Day in, day out. In school now,
Yes.
So many times, the school just sweep it under the carpet. Or maybe the families will say, they will settle it amongst themselves and, reach an agreement. And then this girl goes away, feeling hurt, traumatized for the rest of her life, for those that don't eventually get psychological help.
The thing is just that rape is not something that just started. But it has just been getting frequently, like day by day. Like, was it not? Remind me that area around the Badon,
Akinyele.
Just like 3 victims.
Exactly, just from that area alone. Like, imagine what is happening in other places.
It's supposed not to be so.
Imagine some other cases don't even get to the news, doesn't even get to the press.
Yes,
I'm very sure that these ones that got to the news is because they died. Maybe if they didn't die, maybe it wouldn't have gotten out. But because, you know, a life had been lost.
I think it's just the fear. Probably people are afraid to come out. I don't know.
It takes a lot, actually, because society tends to stigmatize rape victims, if I'm going to be honest, because so many people that have suffered abuse or suffered rape most times couldn't even confide in the people that are closest to them, because they will feel judged, they'll feel, they'll feel stigmatized.
Some even turn it to family matters, like just settle it applicable.
Exactly. They'll feel don't let this one come to our family. Like family kini this one is coming out.
Will you send your father to jail?
Will you send your father to jail? Imagine. Or maybe one uncle from somewhere. Exactly. They'll say, the family name is very important. Let's not drag it in the mud. We can settle this thing,
supposed not to be so.
Amicably. Exactly. Just 2 or 3 days ago, I was reading that the Inspector General of Police was talking to Buhari, and then he said 717 rape cases were reported in the last 5 months. Like a whooping 717. That's a lot. And that's are the reported ones. Reported ones. So imagine the ones that are being swept under the carpet. Like, where are we going with this? Where are we heading with this? Like, what really is going on?
But the fact is just that it's not about women. It's not about being a female child or a male child. It happens within the gender.
Exactly. That's the truth, actually. Boys get raped too. It might be a hard pill for some people to swallow, but boys get raped too.
Yes.
I mean, okay, now talking about the causes of rape. Personally, I don't believe the term causes is even appropriate. I feel like there's only one cause of rape, and that is the rapist. Yes, the rapist is the reason why there is rape. So many people ask, okay, first thing that comes to the minds of so many people when a girl is raped is, where was she? What was she wearing? Was she rude to the man? Was she being saucy? Was she, dressed promiscuously? What do you think? Do you feel like, okay, all those things can contribute to the causes of rape?
I don't think that should be the causes of it, because it's an it's intention. As in, the man has the intention of doing it. So it's not something like, probably how she's dressed. It doesn't mean.
It's true. I feel like it's a thing of the mind, right? Like,
it's your intention. It's what you want to do.
Okay, cause me, I feel it's a mental issue for reals. Cause I don't think anybody in their sane minds would see a lady, no matter how provocatively dressed she is.
Some guys sees that pride, yes, I raped her.
Exactly.
So?
They'll be feeling bloody that yes,
I raped
her with all her shakara.
Yes, now.
Exactly. Some people see it as prowess, that girl, she's upon all her showing, I still raped her. I don't know. So that means that it's probably it's an ego thing, is a mind thing. It doesn't have anything to do with the physical, because no matter how provocatively dressed a lady is, a sane man or a man that has his thinking right, what will come to his mind should even be, this lady is not decently dressed or something like that. That kind of thing that hey, what's all this one that is happening now? So not that hey, opportunity has come, you get. And then I heard something recently about guys wanting to get gratification. This whole thing of when you spend on a lady, and then she has collected your money and she has refused.
Probably she just wants to use you.
Exactly. And then you'll feel like to get my money back, I have to rape her. See, we have a lot to say, but let's just take this music break and we'll return shortly.
Welcome back, guys. Still on your favorite Yes Media Academy Radio, the first media academy. Still all our fans on Facebook. Odun Oyinbo. Welcome, sir. God is your great. God is your strength. Abiodun Araba. Old school is the real music. I'm enjoying it. Akiyemi Adewale. Keep it up. God bless you, sir. Oluwatosin. Well done, sir. Abiodun. Nice one. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying you. Oluwaferomi. I want to download this track. Oluwaferomi, please. Oluwaferomi, good afternoon. Thank you, everyone. We're still on the program. Youth and Teams Talk with Temin and Rashi. Temin?
Okay, so before we were talking about how some guys use rape as a gratification for some ladies. I am not supporting that. On the flip side, ladies should always play the victim. So some ladies are actually like that. Because the way our society is, we tend to make men look like the prey, and then the predators rather, and then women look like the prey. So some women also capitalize on that. They'll make it seem like he did this and all that, because they know that most times society will listen to the woman first. But then another thing I want to chip in is that as ladies, as girls, we shouldn't say because your relationship with a guy didn't go well or it ended in tears and then you make up a rape allegation against him. I feel like that's unfair. What do you think about it? Because there are some girls that say it like, because maybe the guy said he wasn't interested in the relationship anymore.
I don't think that's common about we girls. Do you think so?
Yeah, it's not so common, but it actually happens that some ladies will come out and say, okay.
But to me, I was just thinking like, if you know you can't date a guy, just let him go.
Exactly.
Don't just use him.
Go. God bless you.
Try to have a woman feeling, because I don't even know, because I can't just say this is the causes of the rape.
Exactly. Even though that's not a cause, but the truth is we shouldn't ignore the fact that some ladies actually do.
This causes is just to prevent it, because actually, as in, it's a probability. We are just assuming like this should be
exactly. So because people feel like once you automatically hear that a guy raped you and everything, you automatically get all the sympathy in the world and everything. But the real cause, I believe, is the rapists themselves. It's not the fact that the
probably you are insane or something.
Exactly, that's just it. It's not like the girl was walking on the road by herself. Like, why can't I walk on the road by myself? Like, why should it be that I'm scared that hope somebody will not come and rape me? Do you get? And then besides telling the ladies dress decently, yes, I'm a supporter of decent dressing.
Why I just noticed is that the raping issue is not even from probably you went to somewhere or something. Like that of this Baraka, she's in her parent house for crying out loud. And this other girl too, she's in the church. So there is not something like probably you went to club or something, or you are in school. Like probably you walk around late.
Yes.
So it's not something like that.
Exactly. And then you should feel safe within your school environment. I mean, imagine having to live your life in the fear that oops, I will not get raped, because you can just be going and let's say something got you stuck outside and you are coming back late. Imagine having to live with that fear of God, please don't let them rape me. God, please don't let them rape. Like, I feel like it's something very ridiculous and alarming. The fact that some girls actually have to live in fear of not being raped. And the truth is, our society tends to stigmatize rape victims.
Yes, that's
what do you
part
think
of the
about the
effect.
effects? Exactly.
That's
rape?
the effect, exactly. As in, people are stigmatized, as in they are fear, and it even causes depression.
Exactly. So many women enter into that
mental disorder, because it's not everyone that is insane that is probably is part of thinking. Them just say depression.
Exactly.
Because that's mostly because we could not even know. Most people are out there that is even cause what's it called, this rape that causes their mental disorder, that they gone insane. So it's not something like I can't just even imagine this effect.
And not even only emotional and psychological. There's physical. Some people have their whole reproductive system messed up because of an
Some can
aftermath of
even
rape.
be contaminated with this what's it called, HIV, AIDS, all these transmitted diseases.
Exactly, sexually transmitted infections. They are open to so many risks, so many risks. Like this rape issue, God save us. And then I feel like after rapists have been brought to book, do you think our criminal justice system in Nigeria favors rapists? What do you think about the criminal justice system when it comes to rape cases?
Actually, I don't really know more about that because people has not been coming out, as people has not been caught like that.
Exactly.
So for us to know the masses as in how the punishment is much like that, so people are not coming out. Probably the fear or
so
it's
the fear.
That's just it.
Yes.
So I didn't know much about that.
I was reading a story of a girl that was raped. She was a sales girl. So there was a delivery man that was supposed to come and drop, I think maybe wine or something in her boss's shop. So she happened to be the only one around, and it was getting dark. So I don't know how delivering goods turned to raping the sales girl. So this delivery man actually raped this girl, and then he threw 1,000 naira at her and told her, she should go and take care of herself.
Imagine.
And then when she got home, they explained the situations to her parents. Her father actually disowned her and said, wow, she has been defiled, so she can no longer be a member of the family. And to even make matters worse, when they got to the police station, when the owner of the shop herself took it upon herself to get justice for this girl, the police women didn't even make it seem like, this girl had just passed through a pain. Like, it's actually a life-changing experience. It's like as life-changing as having a child. Like, that's actually how it is. Like, you can never remain the same again, like physically or emotionally or like in every area. Your life has literally changed forever.
She did not intend to do something like that.
Exactly. It
wasn't her fault.
And that's my argument against those who claim, those causes are the actual causes of rape. Look at Barakat now. From the sources gathered, they said she's a Muslim, and then she's always on hijab, fully covered, from head to toe. So it couldn't have been that she was seductively dressed, that's why she was raped. People that say, if you go to night parties, if you go to clubs, you can be raped. She was in her father's house. Like, what's the safest place you can be as a young lady? Like, in your own home, in the comfort of your house. So that means these rapists are not even, how will I put it? They are not afraid. Let me say it like that.
They are just have the fear of God.
Exactly, because how can you actually go and meet somebody that is fully clothed in our house, and then you say, this is the person that I want to have my way with? Like, how? You see that it's not, you cannot actually explain it. There's no human logic that can actually explain. That's why I say all these people that rape or justify rape probably are not also fully sane, because there's no human logic that can actually explain that somebody that is fully clothed, somebody that didn't seduce you, somebody that was just on her own, is somebody that automatically aroused you. How did she arouse you? Like, how? Where? When? And what these people don't realize, that even if it is just a few minutes for you, like, it is a lifetime for your victim. And our society, even this, I think rape is the only crime that I know that the victim is even blamed for being affected. They say,
like
instead
that
of saying
that
don't rape,
young lady.
Exactly, like the young lady, instead of saying don't rape, they say don't get raped. Do you understand? Like, don't allow yourself to get raped. But then I cannot rape myself. It is somebody that will rape somebody. So, like, why not balance the advice, or balance the admonition? Because a girl cannot rape herself. It is somebody that will rape her. Vice versa, a boy cannot rape himself. It's somebody that will rape him. So why is the conversation one-sided? Why is it don't get raped? Why is it don't work at night? Why is it don't drink? Why is it don't go to club? Why is it like, because without
just to prevent ourselves.
Exactly, but without a rapist, all those things are actually normal. But for the fact that there is a rapist, that's why all those things are looking like, don't do them. But as far as I'm concerned, there are things that a normal person should be able to do without having the fear of getting raped or being sexually assaulted. Please don't forget to engage on our social media platforms, Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited on Facebook and Yes Media Academy on YouTube.
And you can also call us on 081 14 40 44 97. 081 14 40 44 97. Please stay tuned.
Yes Media Academy. Certificate course in Media Studies. The world has become a global village and the role of the media in making it so cannot be underestimated. The fast advancing digital technology of this age has and is still contributing immensely to the growth and potency of the media industry's influence. Almost on a day-to-day basis the world's communication system is changing as dictated by technology. New skills therefore need to be learned constantly by media practitioners. More so, the media thrives on effective communication. Information is power, and to disseminate it effectively, media practitioners must constantly update their knowledge and build their capacities. This will keep them relevant and professionally efficient in the discharge of their duties at all times. It is in the light of this that Yes Media Academy has come up with a 3-month certificate course in Media and Communication Studies. Our vision is to raise media practitioners who will be able to compete favorably with their counterparts professionally across the globe. The mission is to put in place training programs in line with global best practice, capable of placing our trainees at the cutting edge of media practice. Yes Media Academy.
Grandma, tell me a bedtime story.
I will tell you a story about your daddy when he was a young boy. Your daddy used to be very troublesome, playful, but very brilliant. He was always having injuries. He loved playing football. Thank God, NCP was always there. I used to treat his minor injuries with NCP. NCP has been protecting homes for many years.
If you tell me, say, make I give you correct advice, as a correct friend, I no go deceive you. You don't say when me and don dey waka. It dey useful in many ways. You fit use and wash mouth, mix am with water and rub after you wash hand, and for manicure and pedicure. In fact, you fit take and treat skin problem, my friend. Everything wey you need dey inside one bottle. Na im be my own oxygen.
Na NCP wey dey useful in many ways. Na Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC dey do am for cuts, for burns, for wounds. You fit use am as aftershave. Add am to your bath water. E dey for pharmaceutical stores and supermarkets near you. One bottle, plenty work. NCP na the protection wey every home need.
Media Academy Radio.
Watch me.
All the hits. All the hits. One station.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
The #1 hit music station.
I will never forget you.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters.
There's not much comfort in this place.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's It's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need.
We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares and their lives will be stronger and free.
Welcome back, guys. This is still Yes Media Academy Radio, the first Media Academy Radio, and this is Youth and Teens Talk with Temi and Rashi. Shout out to our Facebook audience: Oluwatomisin, Tobiloba, Olagbaju, Otumba Ogunfokonlasun, Alawode Olajide, Samson, Babs OA Abuzi. Thank you so much for following. We appreciate your interaction. So if you want to engage us via our studio lines, you can call us on 0901 616 5123. 0901 616 5123. Call us and let us know what you think about rape. You know, it begs the question, what should be done to rapists actually? What is the best, punishment, or how would I put it? What is the best reward for rapists? Like, what do they deserve? Like, what should be given to them?
Their
Like,
punishment.
take for doing this. This is your reward. Like, what do you think should be done to rapists? I feel like our criminal justice system in Nigeria favors the rapists, if you ask me, because I was reading it on social media, which I believe it is true because it was from a Chief Justice himself, said that most of the rape cases that he has been presiding on, in the many years of his service as a judge to Nigeria, most of it never gets, to the judgment part. In fact, along the line, just that case has disappeared.
They try to settle it up.
Exactly. But then the thing is, most times these cases even get to court, but they don't progress beyond, okay, they have been charged to court and all that. And then you will just realize that this case has been dismissed. Like, how? It just vanished. You won't see the complainant, you won't see the defender, you won't see anybody again. Like, how? And I feel like most women are not even getting the justice that they deserve, and that's why they're not even bothering to even come out.
So that's why we move to the solution. What is the solution?
I feel like our lawmakers can do better for us. I feel like if you place a stricter punishment for rape, rape is actually as serious as murder and theft. As to the best of my knowledge, I'm not a lawyer, but I know in Nigeria, depending on the circumstances around the case of the murder, person who kills will probably be killed as well. So how Nigeria holds like the gravity of the crime, that okay, murder is a very serious thing. So why can't they put rape on that level of pedestal? What do you think?
Actually, before the Nigeria government should judge anything, I think anything we want to start, we start from home. As in, children should be encouraged to talk to their parents.
You're right.
Because if you see anything strange in you should be able to talk to your parents. Like that of this girl, that she is a sales girl.
Yeah.
Think of it now. There are some most of which children nowadays, we are scared of our parents, and they ought to be like our best friends.
It's true.
Like if you see something strange, probably like sexual harassment, you should talk to them. But you'll be like, oh, when I told mama, she'll be like, oh, you are only rikuri ọmọ ni ẹ o ti ń rí rikuri o ti fẹ́ yọ ọmọ burúkú. It shouldn't be so. Like there are some of us are loyal, as in we should be able to talk to them, we should be able to express our feelings.
Exactly.
Like, mommy, this is exactly what is wrong. There are some of us now, we've been threatened in school, like, if you do not date me, this is what I'll do to you, this is what I will do. But she knows that if she call her mom, like, mom, this is what happened, she'll be like, oh, so you are the one walking around in the midnight, you are doing
why
this.
do you just say?
Yes,
Why can't they say another
why is
person?
it only you?
Exactly.
And that is not the solution. Because anything we want to do start from home. So it's not about prevention is better than curing. It's not about what they want to do to the rapist. That is their own. But for us, our own safeguard. So we should be able to know something to do about it.
It's true, because for example now, if that kind of girl, that sales girl, if she wants to press charges and she doesn't even have her parents behind her, it will look like, oh, what's this one doing? In fact, I even heard that one of the police women even said, oh, and didn't she enjoy the activity? Like, somebody is traumatized. You're asking
something
her,
that is not willingly.
Exactly. You're asking her, didn't she enjoy the activity? Like you said, we should be able to talk to our parents freely. You know, most people can't even open up to their parents when they are raped. I read a story of a girl in OOU that was raped, and she was robbed, then raped. Although she sustained some injuries, you know, she fell and everything. She didn't tell her parents about the rape. She only said, okay, she was admitted because she was robbed, because she knew that even if she talks, it will result into something. No, they will escalate it and blow it out of proportion. And then I just feel like that kind of thing now, if she could not come out to say it on social media, of course she did that anonymously, nobody knew her, but somewhere in her heart, like, she's feeling that guilt, and then she's feeling
she'll be depressed.
Exactly. Like, was it her fault? All she did was go to school. Like, she didn't kill anybody, she didn't do anything. And then, like you said, parents should be more open with their children. And this thing is that this rape, most of the time, starts from sexual harassment.
Yes.
So as it's building, maybe like there's this guy in school, maybe you know he's not somebody that of really good character, and he's starting to, you know, make advances at you. You can talk to somebody that is in authority, but the truth is, even sometimes our authorities fail us. So what do we do? Like, where do we turn to? And then the narrative is now, okay, ladies should learn self-defense. I should go and be doing Tai Chi because I'm scared that somebody can, you know, decide to rape me one day. I mean, they say, okay, carry pepper spray, so in case anybody wants to attack you, just bring it out and spray it in their eyes. Like, when we are not in a war zone, all because of this rape scourge. You know, I think above all, the ultimate thing is, when rapists are caught, they should face justice. They should be given a very, very, you know, strict sentence. They shouldn't even be left walking on the streets, because as far as I'm concerned, they're not normal people. So I don't believe they should be allowed to walk among. Yes, they shouldn't be allowed to walk among normal people because they are not normal. So I feel like they should have a stricter, you know, judgment, so that it can serve as an example to others. You know, some people can feel like, this guy XYZ that raped somebody the other day, when he got to court, they settled it outside of court, so nothing can happen. But when he knows that the guy was probably giving one very strong, you know, judgment like that, nobody will tell him before he does better. Don't forget to you know, engage us on our studio lines again, 0901-616-5123. Let's know what you think. You know, do you have another opinion? Do you have a better solution? You know, let's rub minds, let's talk, because the truth is, this thing affects all of us. You know, as distant as it might seem from you, it might seem like, okay, I'm safe, I'm good, but think about the aftermath, the effect it would have on a society. Think about that lady that, you know, will live traumatized. Think about what damage she herself can come back to do on society, because, you know, if people are not held, if you are not handled psychologically, it can lead to several things. You see cases of people that, because they were abused, exactly, because they were raped as children, even boys, maybe boys that were abused sexually, they become rapists because the issue was not tackled from the beginning. So I think maybe it all still boils down to what you said earlier about the home. Like, what is the relationship between parents and their children? Like, how does this, because this actually thrives. It will shock you that most people that even rape are close family members. That's another head busting part. Most people that rape are trusted individuals, people that if they say it, you first of all turn your back, come back and say, what did you say? Imagine the case of a father defiling his own daughter that he contributed to making himself. He actually defiled her. A trusted uncle. You hear cases of lesson teacher. You hear cases of headmaster. You hear cases of even religious leaders. It's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. Please don't forget to also engage us on our social media platforms. Yes Media Academy on YouTube and Yemi Sonde Entertainment on Facebook as we round up. Okay, so guys, welcome. In conclusion, rape is an enemy. I don't think you should ever be caught supporting rape. Never. Don't be caught supporting rape, because rape is an enemy, and it's something that we should tackle together, right? We should work hand in hand. Not even young people get raped, old people get raped also. So I feel like it is a community thing. We have to all put our hands together. We can't leave it all to the government, yes, but the government also has a part to play. So I feel like we should come together. Don't say it doesn't concern me, because in the long run it can still come back and also affect you. And I'll have a word for people that have suffered rape or have been victims. Like, please speak up, speak out. Abi, Rashidat.
Yes, speak out. Let people just learn from you. It's not just to stigmatize. Like, seriously.
Yes, don't be afraid, because you will be surprised at how many people will support you and take you on journey to recovery, because you might be going through a lot, yes, but there is still hope. It's not the end. So please speak up and get justice, because you are the best of who you are. You are an original, and nobody can take that away from you. So please get help and heal from the effects of rape. And we also appeal to the government to take these issues very seriously. Some people might say, we're battling a pandemic, there's corona outside, people are talking about rape. Is rape as important as corona? Does something. Some people see it as, please don't downplay the effect that rape can have. It's a very serious issue, and it's just like you said earlier, it didn't just start.
Yes,
it had been since God knows when, but now I think the time has come for us to speak up and speak out about it, not just to keep quiet. No longer are the days where we are sleeping under the carpet. So please, if you have the opportunity to enlighten somebody or educate somebody, on the effects and the dangers of raping somebody, please do. And if you're the type that is contemplating rape, please don't contemplate to rape somebody. Please, it is not something that a gentleman should be caught involved in. Please and let's all work as one to ensure that the incidence of rape is reduced to the barest minimum. That when we even hear rape, we'll be looking like, okay, since when, like it will not look like something that is so occurrence in our society. There's some things that happen and you be like, what's you get that kind of thing. So let's reduce the occurrences of rape to the barest minimum. And please, to our parents, please don't throw away your children when they come to you with cases of sexual harassment and rape. Please listen to them, hear them out. They have a lot to say, and it will do you a lot of good if you can pay attention to your children. Be observant. That child that does not like going to that uncle's place, ask him or her why. What is going on? Talk to me. Let me know. The children like everybody. That's the truth. And they don't like somebody.
They'll be like, you're very rude. You don't want to go to
Exactly. And they don't know what they are doing. You shouldn't be bothered that. Why is this child not, you'll be like, no, come, something, you get that kind of thing.
Try to observe.
Exactly. Try to observe. Exactly. And please, when we come to you, because we are your children. When we come to you, wanting to talk to you, please.
Want to seek for advice.
Exactly. Many parents want to seek for advice from their parents, but then they'll feel like their parents will overreact. They'll blow out of proportion, so they can't even, express themselves to their parents. So, parents, please, let's do better for your children. Be observant. Pay attention to every detail that your child might be trying to show you.
And any of the victims, please don't let us stigmatize them.
Exactly. Rape is not a contamination. It's not that, okay, once you have been raped, your life is destroyed forever. No, you are still a beautiful original, God's masterpiece. So no matter what has happened, you still have an amazing life ahead of you. So please, if you are someone that stigmatizes rape victims, I hope you change and stop stigmatizing rape victims, because it is never their fault. So please, let's work hand in hand to make sure that this rape scourge is tamed to the barest minimum. Rashida, do you have anything to say to our beautiful audience?
I just want to say thank you very much, and God bless you. Don't forget to stay safe, use your nose cover, sanitize your hand. God bless you.
Okay, alright guys, and that's a wrap on Youth and Teens Talk with Temi and Rashi on Yes Media Academy Radio, the first Media Academy Radio. Do join us same time next week. Bye.
Yes Media Academy. Certificate course in Media Studies. The world has become a global village and the role of the media in making it so cannot be underestimated. The fast advancing digital technology of this age has and is still contributing immensely to the growth and potency of the media industry.
I love radio, music, and more.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
Excite.
Watch me. All the hits. One station.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
The #1 hit music station.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters. Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
No matter the stage, there's still room for greatness. No matter the stage, there's a bit of greatness in every man. There's
set, it's going down. Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
The name of the game. Football. The name of the game. Football. The name of the game. Football. The name of the game.
Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions. We are the champions. Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions. We are the champions. Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions.
The name of the game. Football. The name of the game. Football. The name of the game. Football. The name of the game.
There's disaster in the air. Our boys are losing, it just ain't fair. Help! Things are going wrong, so cheer 'em up with a little song. 1, 2, 3.
Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions. We are the champions. Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions. We are the champions. Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions.
The name of the game. Football. The name of the game. Football. The name of the game. Football. The name of the game.
It's all over, what a thrill. We won the game, 5-0. Thank you, boys, for the show. And just once more before you go, a 1, a 2, a 3.
We are the champions. We are the champions. Ole, 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 ole. We are the champions. We are the champions.
Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
I love radio, music, and more.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
Excite.
Watch me. All the hits. All the hits. One station.
Yes Media Academy Radio.
The #1 hit music station.
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
Everything, man. It's the best station.
Yes Media Academy Radio. We are
Everything.
Everything I want to hear.
We are the pace setters.
There's not much comfort in this place.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile?
Ready, set, it's going down. Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Girl, I wanna be your owner.
We raise the roof all day, every day. Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile?
Ready, set, it's going down. Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio.
No matter the stage, I still look for greatness.
Definitely that aspect of greatness in the life of every human being. It now depends on how well you want to take it. There's that greatness inside of me, you, and you. The greatness inside of you motivates you to take the next step. And it takes you to that platform you want to be. Once you don't look back, keep staying strong, you'll definitely get there. From the studios of Yesma Radio Academy, right here in the city of Ibadan, I say good afternoon. How you doing now there this afternoon? If you're just waking up, probably you're listening to us somewhere in the United States or somewhere in Australia. We greet you. We say good evening, good afternoon, and good morning.
And there's no telling with these Nigerians. And we make
Welcome to Yes Sports, live from Yesma Radio, the First Media Academy Radio. We've got the power of Nigeria inside of us, and we dig it to the sack. Yes, sports is what you're listening to. And I say good afternoon once again. My name is Olatunde Idowu. Call me the irresistible TD. Surely I'm not doing this alone. I've got the man of the moment, the man who predicts and who gets it right. I don't know, maybe it's Octopus Yoboro. Well, I'm gonna give him one. Abiodun Afolabi is in the house. We call him Yoboro here. Abiodun, okay, let me just leave it at Yoboro. How you doing, bro?
Good afternoon, house. Good afternoon, guys. This is your lovely boy on the show, Abiodun Afolabi. Some people call me Official Abijo. This is Yoboro here in the building. Good afternoon. Congratulations to the Chelsea fans out there. Congratulations.
Yes, man. We'll talk about that and much more. Welcome to Yes Sports, Yesma Radio Academy. Doing it the way it has to be. We've got so many things lined up for your listening pleasure today and always. My producer Dami is here, and definitely he's going to be supervising. He's actually supervising two things, and together we will be doing this mindfully and wonderfully any day, anytime here. And you can be rest assured, once he's here, it's definitely going to be a wonderful time. You heard the ladies in the house earlier, some few moments back, Temi and Rashi, on Youths and Teen. Youths and Teen Talk. Okay, Youths and Teen Talk It. Okay, yeah, they're still going to talk. I hope they will be able to talk sports as well. So, Timmy, get ready. We'll talk sports. It's a combination of great things. Abby, get ready. We shall be doing a whole lot of this. We'll be talking about a lot about football. We'll be talking about a few basketball and even horse racing because the Ascot horse ride just got on the way, and it's been wonderful there because one horse that's Stradivirus has actually won the Gold Cup at Royal Ascot for third straight year, and that is one wonderful thing that is really happening there. Stradivirus, I just hope maybe because all the horses there, they tend to eat pizza and all sorts. Maybe when I bring in one horse from Ojaba here, is going to compete with Stradivirus. You can just keep winning all the time. But a good one there for Stradivirus. That's the name of a horse, so don't be. It's not a pandemic. It's not a disease. Not coronavirus. This is a horse, and it's just won the Gold Cup at Royal Ascot for third straight year. Okay, still talking more things here on Yes Sport this afternoon. We'll get straight to the business of the afternoon. Abe is here, so I don't keep him wondering for too long. It was a wonderful time. The German Bundesliga had kicked off a couple of weeks ago, and the Italia Serie A as well. The Coppa Italia took place, and we're still enjoying that moment as well. For the Coppa Italia, that the final that took place yesterday night, it was very, very. I know it was something not expected. All right, let's just get down to the show proper this afternoon, and the power of Nigeria, the power of Yesma Radio Academy, the first media academy radio station right here in the city, where we do it the way it has to be, the way it has to definitely be, is getting things right in the best of ways, in the best of form. And you can actually be a part of this. You can join us, join the conversation. Just visit our social media pages on Facebook, which is at Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited. Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited. That's the Facebook page. And also, you can follow us on YouTube as well. Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited. Let's do this together. Let's talk sports and give us your own opinion as to so many things that we'll be discussing here. The Coppa Italia, the Premier League restart, what happened again? So many other things that transpired, but we will just take it one step at a time. And quickly, Abis on the other side of me, I don't know. I hope he's a happy guy. Manchester City took on Arsenal yesterday night. It was a beautiful match until Pablo Mari got injured and was replaced by the calamitous David Luiz. And I remember we predicted here yesterday. He actually gave it to Manchester City, winning by 2-1, but it was far better than that yesterday. Those guys, they are nothing but monsters in the making. Those guys play beautiful football. Should we look at that first? Oh, okay. Before we go to the Premier League restart yesterday, let's take a quick look at the Coppa Italia. Let's look at what happened yesterday. Napoli, Juventus versus Napoli. Cristiano Ronaldo and all his entourage. Is it a cause for Mauricio Sarri never to win anything, or what is happening to that man? Tell me.
Yeah, good afternoon once again to the people out there. Talking about Coppa Italian that came up yesterday night. I'm still laughing because I'm still surprised what happened yesterday. No, man, yesterday I said that General Gattuso, the great general, is practicing
penalty kick. Yeah.
With his players. No, yesterday when I was looking at the news, I'm thinking that is this man okay? Training your players for penalty? Are you preparing for penalty? Do you want to pack balls? That's what I'm thinking yesterday. But to my surprise, the match ended penalty kick.
After regulation
minutes.
Time, 0-0.
Because even, I think, General Gattuso knows this thing is going to end.
In penalties.
In penalty. Because after coming back from this pandemic the coronavirus, there's a rule that after the 90 minutes, no extra time, just go straight
to penalty kicks.
Because I can't just say this is what happened to Juventus. To be sincere, I can't say this is what happened to Juventus. Even what do they call him? The coach of Juventus, Mauricio Sarri, was even talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, saying he's the same sharp as the others, like Paulo Dybala and Douglas Costa. He is lacking the sharpness to do what works best for him.
Hmm.
I don't say much to the players after the game. I was angry and disappointed just like them. So, at this moment, it's best to stay silent. That's what Mauricio Sarri talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. But to be sincere, I know that when coming to Italian Serie A for Cristiano Ronaldo, it's going to look somehow hard for him.
He's a professional player.
Yeah, he's a professional player. I know it's going to be hard. You can't compare the way they play in La Liga Santander, English Premier League, German Bundesliga, France Ligue 1, and then Italian. You can't compare the style of playing. Because once I remember the first time I watched Italian league, it's very hard.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, can I play in this kind of country? I swear, I will have run away from that. But yesterday match is a surprise match.
But there and there, it has come, it has gone, and Cristiano Ronaldo and his team, they've lost the second title in second cup this season, which is happening to Cristiano Ronaldo for the very first time in his career. He's never lost two cup titles in his career, but unfortunately, we wish next season is there.
Try next time.
We'll try again next time. All right, it's still Yes Man Radio, the first media academy radio right here in the city of Ibadan, and wherever you are this afternoon, we say thank you. This is Yes Sport with TD and Abe, double A. We are doing this together this afternoon. We are still on a test transmission, and we assure you, God willing, from Monday, you definitely begin to listen and watch quality programs that will be emanating from here. And all you need to do, keep your fingers crossed, and you can do business, good business with us, because we are the professionals, ably led by the specialists. All right, quickly, Yes Sports is what you're listening to, and let's straight away, let's go to the other matches that happened from the PL, from the Premier League, the restart of the Premier League yesterday. It began, and it's something we've all been anticipating. We've all been waiting for. Premiership. Liverpool is 25 points away from their second place, Manchester City, and Manchester City. Okay, that's been reduced now to 22 now. Okay, now before yesterday's match, they were 25 points away and coasting home to their first title in 30 years. But here, Manchester City took on the Gunners, but they were actually gunned down yesterday by men in blue, sky blue, from the Etihad Stadium. That was one match everybody wanted to see, and it was a beautiful match, though, until certain things crept in. You and I spoke about this yesterday evening, and you gave it to Manchester City 2-1, but it ended 3-0 yesterday. Now let's look at that match properly. Does Manchester City, do you think they deserved victory yesterday?
Yesterday, Manchester City deserved the victory.
Why did you say that?
Actually, we all know Manchester City. We know the style of playing. Yesterday, I see that they put more effort to their playing yesterday night. Because the last match they played before this 100 days break, they lost to Manchester United, their city rival. They don't want to do the same mistake. Losing to big clubs. I know they won't do that. That's why I predicted yesterday that Manchester City, they are going to win the match. And they do so. But to my surprise, they gave it 3-0. But you believe that yesterday match will have been 2-0. If they lose, doesn't distribute palliative
It has come to that
Against
now.
Liverpool, he did so. Against Watford, he did so. And then against Manchester City yesterday,
Mm.
it is palliative.
David Luiz has always been known for calamitous attitude, and he proved everybody right again yesterday with that blunder and a red card he got again. Do you think David Luiz is a good defender?
To me, I would say David Luiz is a good defender.
Hmm.
Sure. I can remember when he was in Chelsea,
Yeah.
last man standing.
Hmm.
He will do whatever he has to make sure that you are not scoring.
But why is he now not doing that with Arsenal, whereby he's just considering he's making very silly errors with Man City? Because looking at him with that same mistake that he made yesterday, no. I least expected that from a very, very good defender such as David Luiz. But do you think with his contract coming to an end, can he retain that thing with Arsenal? All right, thank you. Let's just go back to that. It's just one of those things when you in broadcasting, when the cough comes, there's nothing you can do. You just have to find a way to do that. So, do you think Arsenal should still give David Luiz a contract?
If they know they still need this man.
No, it's not about. It's with he's prone to silly mistakes. He's very, very prone to silly mistakes, and he's doing it a whole lot. But is he worth being given a new contract?
Let me say this. You know, when you're playing on the field and you are frustrated, either by your opponent or by your team, they are not playing to your taste. We will try to find something just to carry it away from your memories by either committing some fouls.
And then you commit fouls, and it will cost the team, because now he's quickly admitted yesterday that the fault was his.
Yes, but Arsenal giving David Luiz another contract.
You think they should give him another contract?
Give him another contract, because I don't think Arsenal did not have solid defense. Because now with the situation Arsenal is, David Luiz is not the solid defender. They should, when you don't have the good qualities, you will use what you have.
Yeah,
that is it. David Luiz is what they have for now. They should manage it.
Yeah, they've got Socrates. They have Pablo Mari is injured, but then
Papadopoulos.
All right, let's just quickly leave Arsenal and let's look at some other stories, and most especially the weekend matches that will take place in the course of the weekend here. Now, Champions League has been taken to Lisbon. The final is going to be about a couple of days from the 12th to the 23rd of August now in Lisbon. Who do you think can win the Champions League with the teams, those that will be playing their second leg of their matches? Bayern, Chelsea, Juventus, and some other teams playing second leg. But overall, amongst this team, who will you give it to?
We can't just decide now that these are the teams. This is the team that is going to lift up the trophy. The team you are going to sing stand up for the champion for. We still have a lot of teams, the likes of Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Juventus. Even there's a news surprising me that Barcelona, they said they are expecting to lift up
the Champions League.
I can bet it. I'm not seeing Barcelona in final. To be sincere.
Of the Champions League.
I'm not seeing Barcelona in
23rd of August.
I'm not seeing Barcelona in final. But you can't decide now who is going to win the Champions League. Because we have second leg, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Anything can happen. Because I know to the Chelsea lovers out there, I'm very sorry to say this. I don't think
they can do anything from 3-0 down.
But miracle can happen.
And quickly, while we coast home, that's the same Chelsea. Eventually, they've signed Timo Werner earlier this afternoon. Yes. What do you think that Chelsea new look attack? Akim Ziyech coming from the right, and Timo
players them go to bring in. That's a good signing for
Chelsea. Okay.
Mind you, they have some players playing forward. The likes of Tom Abraham, Mr. Basayi. That's when it's going out.
All
that's
of
when it's going out. But I would like Frank Lampard. To be careful.
Okay.
In this team, because a lot of errors is going to happen. I'm very sure. Pedro Rodriguez, Williams.
Pedro is going to Roma already. You
Williams
know what? Double A, we will have to suspend this. Our time is fast spent, and probably we will be back much later in the evening. We'll be on Jazz for the Asking here on Yesma Radio Academy. I want to say a big thank you to you for joining me on Yes Sports this evening, and we will talk more about on this subsequently. And just as I rightly told you, it's still a test transmission that we are carrying out here, and God willing, but from Monday you definitely will be getting to hear quality and watch quality programs that we have lined up for you from Yesma Radio Academy. And if you're interested in becoming a veteran, an icon in the broadcast world, you want us to take you on that pedestal, why don't you visit us here at Yemi Sonde Crescent, Felele Express, right here in the city of Ibadan. The phone numbers are on our social media handles, and it's scrolling on the scroll bar. You can actually call anytime, 247. We are readily available, and we will surely get you to that pedestal. Once again, Abiodun Falabi, I say thank you, and God bless you so much for being a part of this. And I want to say big thank you to Samson Damilare Fasuru. I want to say big thank you as well to Kabir Rabiu, to everybody on Facebook watching us. You can as well follow us on Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited on Facebook, and Yemi Sonde Entertainment Limited on YouTube as well. My name is Olatunde Ido. You call me TD. I'll be back by 7 p.m. to bring you selling jazzy tunes. Okpe Adeleke will be here very shortly, so we'll take you on the next program till 7. Till then, please let the power of Niger keep on keeping on. Thank you to Dami Ololufe.
E don tey wey me and don dey waka. E dey useful in many ways. You fit use am wash mouth, mix am with water and rub after you wash hand, and for manicure and pedicure. In fact, you fit take am treat skin problem, my friend. Everything wey you need dey inside one bottle. Na im be my own oxygen.
Na NCP wey dey useful in many ways. Na Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC dey do am for cuts, for burns, for wounds. You fit use am as aftershave, add am to your bath water. E dey for pharmaceutical stores and supermarkets near you. One bottle, plenty work. NCP na the protection wey every home need.
In liquid form and in different sizes. You can use it as a mouthwash, skincare. You can apply NCP as aftershave, or add a little to your bath water. That's first aid. Or for manicure and pedicure. It is available in pharmaceutical stores and supermarkets near you.
NCP is a product of Nimet International Pharmaceuticals PLC. Every home needs NCP protection.
3-month certificate course in Media and Communication Studies. Our vision is to raise media practitioners who will be able to compete favorably with their counterparts professionally across the globe. The mission is to put in place training programs in line with global best practice, capable of placing our trainees at the cutting edge of media practice. Yes Media Academy.